Yeah, I mean, look at K Suave and
Yeah.
Oh, there's another local rapper from Canton. Let me find. I know I got him on my SoundCloud here. You might know him, but he's fire as fuck, and he's worked with like D Savage and people like that, which is crazy. He gets crazy fucking views and all that.
Gee, y'all gotta come in my place real quick. Shit.
J-Mo Let Him Know. Have you heard him?
Heard the name sounds familiar.
What up? I'm about to show you his profile.
He looked familiar.
Yeah, he's in Canton.
I think that's where. Don't he do tattoos, or I think about the other guy?
I don't know. I've never met him. I got put on by somebody who was local to Canton at the time, and he would play his songs in the car, and I was like, "Damn, who is this?" And he's like, "Bro, this dude lives like right down the street." And I'm like,
what?
"Oh shit!" You know, he like I got to give him a little bit of credit. He put me on to K Suave. He put me on to Maury. He put me on to J-Mo, like all these local guys. And like I mean, like you know, everyone says you gotta get out to LA, you know, or whatever, like to blow up. Like I think it definitely makes it easier to a certain extent, but there's people here that have done it.
Well, yeah.
You know.
That's one thing about rappers. They like to link up, all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Well, there's
start
somebody
spitting.
called Tim Dillon from Cleveland.
I wonder what his name is. Which
Yeah.
one, Tim or Dylan? Which one is it?
Is it a collab show? Or?
Apparently, he does a podcast, but he gets almost like 300,000 views.
Ooh.
That's good for local, I'd say. If
Especially
he truly is local.
Like, especially coming from Cleveland, not many people like really fuck with
But
it.
No Jumper has its own lane because it finds underground artists from everywhere. Like it interviewed Lil Peep before he blew up, X before he blew up, Ski
Yeah.
before he blew up.
Honestly,
so
I
many
don't think
examples.
there's like any popular artist that genuinely fuck with Ohio. I think everybody is just like, nah, fuck Ohio, fuck Cleveland, fuck Columbus.
Well, yeah,
nah.
because Ohio ain't. There's no big places in Ohio besides the Hall of
Exactly.
Fame and stuff.
Well, have you
but-
seen all those memes on Instagram like shitting on Ohio or just like the Midwest in general? It's
Exactly. That's why you never want to like speak up and people are like, oh, where are you from? Definitely not from fucking Ohio. Don't say that. I'm from Pennsylvania.
That's
I'm
why
from Virginia, so Virginia. We got the Virginia. We got Virginia Beach. We got Newport News. We got downtown Fredericksburg. We got everywhere down there.
Okay, we definitely want to hear about fucking Virginia though, because I think the
We
only
need
time I've
stories.
the only time I've been to Virginia, I think is just simply passing through, like, because I'd be going to West Virginia or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck the states are.
You don't know the damn states, yo? People like, oh look, this West Virginia Center.
You never actually explore.
No.
Dude,
Yeah, we never actually did that.
When I was in Virginia, I was an outside kid. I was an outside crack addict. I was legit.
Outside crack
I would legit just go outside and go in the woods and just do me. I legit would just have fun being a kid.
How old at this point?
Like 16, 17?
Okay.
So like 3 years ago?
Well, I
It
know.
was never like that for us.
Oh no,
You
because
can't
there's
just like go
there's,
out and
no,
do whatever you want.
because where I lived, there was nothing but woods.
Yeah.
So
It was rural. The houses were spread out.
yeah,
Is there like farms in Virginia?
Yeah.
Or okay.
but we didn't live near a farm. It was like a few hours out.
Yeah. So was it like a very small high school then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotcha. What was like the graduating class?
Like, how many people did you even have in your class?
Well, we had separate blocks. I don't know if you had that, like separate, like A1, A1.
No, they treating you like prisoners down
Oh,
there.
fuck,
That
no.
literally sounds like some prisoner
Yeah,
type
fuck
shit.
Whoa.
no wonder
it was-
why everybody's a crackhead in Virginia.
Did they get you lining up and they give you the pat down too?
No.
They're like, okay, we gotta search your pockets.
No, we had several cops though. Just show up at the
Maybe
blue.
you were in jail and you just like were
No.
so out of it you thought you were in school.
Nah, people say that our high school was a little jacked up because we had like one day we had like 5-10 cops show up, just scouting out the area just because no one's cutting class and everything. Because we had
They would
hella
just
fights.
walk in like that?
Mm-hmm. Because we had hella fights. We had people bringing in drugs and stuff.
Oh, that doesn't
Would they be bringing in the dogs to do the circles around the lockers and shit all the time?
We had one time it was a lockdown and everybody had to bring their bag. They had to leave the bags in the in the school.
Man, I'd be so
legit
fucked,
during it was like during A3 one time when I was in math class. We legit had a lockdown drill where everybody had to get out, and then they brought the canines in to search up.
And they didn't let nobody leave with their bags. Oh my God.
How many people got arrested? Do you think?
I don't know, honestly. I can't tell you even if I tried. There's too many.
Did they have enough handcuffs? Is what we're asking.
No.
They just bring the fucking.
Some people
van.
some people didn't get caught because they didn't know what they were doing, but some people were dumb enough to hide it in their back pocket.
Well, you know, and when it's frequent like that, you would think that people would get smart to it.
The best thing that you could have done was just run to the bathroom and flush it. Like, that's the best.
They're not that smart. That's not that smart.
I understand if it's like once randomly, like every 4 months, 6 months, something like that, and they catch you lacking.
They're no smarter than a box of rock.
But when it's constantly, like when you're describing, you would think that they would be expecting it. Because if I had went to your school and I was expecting it, I would be ready for it every day. I would be walking into school ready for every day if that's
half of the people are on their damn toes about it.
Exactly. Like, if I know there's going to be a lockdown or something, first thing I'm doing is running to that fucking
See, that's what really separates the posers from the people who are really
They don't even let you go to the bathroom during a lockdown. They legit, all the teachers have the doors open. If it was a lockdown drill, they pulled you in their classroom when you're not supposed to be in there.
Yeah, that was the same at our school,
Well, if you just emptied your bag on a teacher, they're just like, it's her, she's got it.
No, because they do some fingerprints and crap.
Oh,
they go so
severe. What the fuck? That's just...
That's
going too much.
Did they have metal detectors?
No.
Oh.
Okay. I was going to say, that would have been the last straw.
Yeah, that would have been it for me.
Nah, there's one day since it was a week before they actually came in. There was like 20 fights in like one day.
How's that even possible?
People are stupid in my my school.
You know, I think the main difference between our schools is the main fights that would happen at our schools was mainly girls, and they would get very violent. But the thing was, the guys, they always be, I'll beat your ass. Okay, listen, I had some dude that said he was going to beat my ass multiple times. He was very serious about it. We're going on, 3.5 years now, and I'm still waiting for that ass kicking, bro. I don't know if he's busy or what. Like, I'm not going at him on the podcast.
No, I'm pretty sure he's too busy doing coke.
Maybe, bro. I mean...
What is it with drinking coke, huh? But no, for real, though, our school was whack. It was stupid. There was, like, a lot of males thought they were alphas and crap, so they got a lot of fights and everything. So he was better, so he was stronger. And it was over this dumbest reason.
See, that's just stupid. Like, all
it was mainly because of their exes or whatever bullcrap.
So how did you fit into that whole puzzle? You were
just
the dude that just didn't say shit?
I didn't do nothing. I just sat by my own business, talking to my buddies and crap at lunch, sat with them, sat near the gang and crap. Just in case something happened, like legit, we had 2 tables. There was like the homies and the main homies and all that fun stuff. Like we knew each other, and like this dude told us that there was a guy that was about to fight him at lunch. So we legit just huddled around, different tables spread out, just looking because we know where he sat. So we're just looking over there. This dude walked up. We all of us turned our heads like a bunch of raptors and everything. We just looked up. We're like, "Oh yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get it." Then he tried to sucker punch him. He cleaned him. Then the dude came out the cut, speared him, and then start beating him. I'm like, well.
How are you about to post up and then get your ass beat?
Well, because that's
what we do.
Exactly. At our school, people don't think that. I mean, some people got the right idea, hang out with their best friends and crap at lunch, and just in case nothing happens, or they're always running the same hall and crap.
Yeah.
Like every time we, after each schedule happened, like after math was over, we had like 5-10 minutes to hang out or do whatever in the hallway.
Ooh, see, that's probably a big problem right there because we
only had like 2-3, not even 3 minutes in between classes.
We had time to use the bathroom, talk, get snacks, and go back to class.
Basically, if you use the bathroom in between class, you're going to be late.
Literally, we had like 2 or 3 minutes in between classes, and then our lunch wasn't even half an hour.
Well, good thing I wasn't even in your guys' school. I got a referral from Wendy times of being late.
It just, I mean, you
I would have got an OSS after that.
Bro, I did in school. That shit was terrible.
Dude, you know what I did? I took a nap. I took a
No, they wouldn't let you, bro. They come over and wake you up if you're sleeping.
School. I still did it.
You had to give them. So you go. Wait.
We legit had to give them. I had to legit give them my wallet, my phone.
Yeah.
And put my backpack next to them.
Listen.
And get out my schoolwork and do the overdue assignments. You know what I did?
What?
Set it to the side, put my head down, take a nap. They're like, "Hey," I'm like, "What? What are you doing?" "I'm sleeping." "You're not allowed to do that. I'm taking a nap." You can just go on and write somebody else up, not me.
Well, you know, the one part about it is all the teachers one by one came to visit me throughout the day, giving me the work from that day, like hand delivering it, and I'm just like,
dude,
nice.
I was one of them guys who didn't do. I used school as a social environment.
Yeah,
I just link up, meet a bunch of friends. Didn't even get two shits about school.
Literally, I never got in trouble in school. The only thing that I
well,
got
because
in
you're a
trouble,
goody two shoes.
Literally, I only got lunch detention.
She
That's
wasn't
the
though.
only
She was
thing
just
I
good at
got.
hiding shit, and she looked innocent. Me, I looked fucked up
Well, the
because I
thing
was
is, the
always
best
fucked
part
up.
was I was also one of the cheerleaders. So
Yeah,
like,
and she was cheerleaders, and she was getting good grades. It was the whole look. She played it off so well that no one suspected her. And you know what? The same was for my best friend Kyle.
Trouble,
do you know how many times I got in trouble because of Kyle? Listen. The first time I got in trouble, I got called down to the office. Or no, the principal came and got me from my classroom while I was working on a group project. Takes me down to his office with a fucking cop in there and tells me that if I admit to making lean in the bathroom, that the cop is going to take me away. And I was like,
How did you even get the manage to get a substance for that crap?
bro, I was just making lean in the bathroom, bro. I don't know what you mean, bro. But he was with my best friend Kyle. We had this whole system. We would be okay. So look, so me and him side by side walking down the hallway. Now, pop was 50% off in the teacher's lounge compared to the vending machines
in
the lunchroom,
working
right?
there. Yeah,
right.
teachers working
It's
there.
50 cents for the Sprite. So we're like, for $1, we could get two. One for me, one for him, right? Okay, so we do this thing. So we're walking. I'm on the outside. He's on the inside, right? You ain't supposed to go in the teacher's lounge. So we're walking down the hallway, and then as soon as we got there, he was split off, but nobody would see on this side of the hallway because I'd be walking right here, right? Okay, I make my loop back. He'd wait for me if I didn't get back in time, and he'd just wait there, and then he'd come out at the same time, and we just keep walking with the Sprites in our hand like nothing fucking happened.
See, you would have loved our school because there was a big wall in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of, it was just crowded, so you can easily get away with that.
Oh yeah. Well,
we never had enough kids to do that. Like,
literally,
everybody was always like split off in groups or in their little cliques. Like, nobody would like be like surrounding us.
All right, in your school, estimated guess how many people are in their school?
Oh.
Total, probably a little over 500 in the entire high school.
Times that by 4.
That's yours?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we also have, like, our whole entire schools are, like, separated. We have the primary, the elementary, the middle school is on the left side of the high school.
And they're all
the
right beside each other.
That's how my middle school was. It was the middle school, then the high school, right connected to the same building.
Well, they ended up switching buildings a few years back. The high school used to be in the middle school building, and then they ended up switching it.
Well, yeah, because you need a bigger area for the kids.
Yeah, but why start it like that if you know you're going to want a bigger building for the bigger kids? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, they switched it up to the point where there was like
yeah, bro, like they built the middle school, they built the high school, and they built the high school for the middle school. The bigger building for the middle school and the smaller building for the high school. They did that for a few years and then had to switch it back.
Well, yeah, because they were like, hey, yo, there's too many people here to crowd them up.
No, I understand that, but why start with that order?
How many stories did you guys have?
Oh, yeah, two, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an elevator to go like where the service
first
people
floor
go or whatever.
Not me. We had an elevator that go to the second floor.
We had an elevator too, but it was only for disabled people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how ours was.
Okay, yeah.
But people still slipped in and got in there.
Well, we always said the elevator.
We would always have like friends that got like broken legs or ankles, and we would just hop in there with them.
Well, yeah, because you're trying to help them out.
Yeah, help them out, but really,
you got to carry their books, bro. It can't be putting no stress on their back.
That's what
you know what I'm saying?
I had to do that for one of my buddies. It was
it was just awful going in that elevator for.
Well, yeah, because it's crowded. I don't like small areas.
Oh my goodness, fuck that! I remember when I had a fucking ride on that when I tore my meniscus freshman year.
Oh. I never had a
fun.
legit
Don't
reason. I never had a legit reason to be in the elevator. But no, anyway, so about getting in trouble though. So We completely like. I was like, wait a second.
Whole different conversation.
But yeah, and so my friend Kyle, bro, never got in trouble, and he was involved in everything that I got in trouble for, and so is that. And of course, I didn't admit to it because fuck them. And so I went back to class, and they called my parents, and all that. And so anyway, now the next time, now that he was not involved, but so the next time, bro, when I got in school suspension for the first time. It was me and my other friend, which I will not name, and we were snorting Klonopins in the bathroom. And
no wonder you're fucked up now.
Yeah.
It was me, him.
How can you stand him? Is the question.
I don't know. He just the way that he acts and like his actions.
So basically, you're being based on stupidity.
Not all. Not
yeah, I know.
Decision.
I'm just yeah.
Maybe 98%.
He's at 98% stupid, 20%, 2% stupid.
No, dude, who's fucking stupid now, bro?
Well, then, so how you gonna divvy it up to 2? What's 1% then?
1% gotta be something, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
98%, bro. 98% stupid, 2% smart. Let's just stick with that. You know, I'm just trying to give you some props.
Anyways, we were talking about the Klonopins.
So we snort the Klonopins, and I forgot to mention there's a third party in the bathroom with us by the name of Matt, and I'll say his name because I know he doesn't give a fuck. He drove to school on shrooms. It's out there. It's public, Matt.
And he tried to fight the principal on two separate occasions. And he lit a fucking toilet paper dispenser.
He smoked a blunt in the stall and then lit the toilet paper holder on fire, and they only gave him in school for that shit.
Dude, I would have got OSS if
That's
not
what I'm
expelled.
saying. If not expelled.
You probably would have gotten arrested.
Anyway,
No.
so me and him were all. So it was the three of us in there.
Suspended. You can't get arrested for that.
For what?
How?
Public destruction.
Yes, you can.
Not in high school.
No, I know a kid. He transferred high schools. He went to. Do you remember that one kid with the fucked hair? You always said he was funny, so I always didn't like him. But no, he was funny.
I'm funny.
You're
what the
talking
fuck?
about.
Yeah, of course you're funny, bro.
See? He's funny looking though.
You're talking about Titus. He was from Strasbourg.
Yes, and he lit a dumpster. He lit a dumpster on fire that was on school property, and he got charged, and he had to move to our school.
Well, yeah, because
and
maybe it's different.
It was
maybe it could be different. Ohio's kind of fucked, bro.
Yeah,
we're worse.
I think it depends on what area you're in.
And it depends on how ghetto your school is.
And plus, you also have to remember a toilet paper holder is completely different from a whole ass trash can.
But this kid, what
is it? 99% difference?
They're like, fuck, not the trash bag. But yeah. So yeah, this kid he doesn't give a fuck. So whatever, it fucking
send it.
Yeah. So So I ended up somebody snitched, and
snitches are bitches.
That's what I'm saying. And I even asked them. I asked him 1,000,000 times. He was literally questioning me, and all I kept asking him was who snitched, because I didn't care about what was gonna happen. I'm like, I wanted to know who fucking snitched. And he brings. I'm not gonna say his name. Almost said his name. No. So he brings the first dude that had supplied them down. And so he's texting me as he's waiting in the office, giving me a heads up. He's like, yo, we got found out. You probably gonna get called down. I ain't gonna say shit. We're good, bro. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So he gave me a heads up. Yeah.
Next.
So,
anyways.
Boring. It's like, no. You're gay.
Oh, bro.
So, we're leaving that part in, just so you know. Just so you know, this dude's a fruitcake, alright? You know.
Fruity as hell.
He's a walking bag of Skittles.
Double dipping, but still crippin'.
Crippin' rainbows, the fuck? He's wearing a whole fucking red, white, and blue.
Bro, you the one that wears a blue bandana into work every day.
Hell yeah! Nothing wrong with blue, with the color blue.
I wanted to make fun of you for it, like while we were in the warehouse, but I didn't know like I'm kind of careful what I say about the person that does the end set on the odd side. Like, me and him are cool and everything, but it's like, there's some shit I feel like I would say, like, as a joke, of course, but he would take it like, nah, what you mean, bro? you know what I'm saying? Like, if I start
at the end of the 100, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If I start bringing up the blue bandana, like I'd just be fucking with you, obviously, but like
but
he might start being like, what the fuck, I don't know.
No, he's seen me wearing it today, so he didn't, because he's
yeah.
He knows I have allergies and crap, so he's like,
okay. I just try to be conscious because I'm like, crit 8. I'm
not gonna go in the hood with the blue bandana. There's no way. I'm gonna rock purple to signify each other. Because how do you make purple?
Well, yeah, that is
How do you make purple?
I know.
It's stop and think about it. He's like,
I know. It's the 2. I heard a podcast about this the other day on No Jumper. They said that is like almost the peace sign.
Take this. If you didn't hear No Jumper say it, what are the 2 colors?
Blue and red.
There you go. I was making sure you knew exactly what it was.
No. I read up on my shit, bro.
There's not 98% stupidity right there, boys.
Nah. Right there. I'm informed. I stay informed. They're saying that's.
How come it took you like 5 minutes to think about it then?
Because I'm drunk and maybe I'm not drunk. I'm mostly hot, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there, bro. And my goal is to be there by the end of this, if not before the end. So.
You're about like 97% there already.
Yeah. Anyways, you were talking about the person that supplied the stuff.
So you got the 2 people who are sober, and then you got your stupid ass. Fucking.
That's why, bro. You need a beer or something.
No,
I'm completely sober though. I'm half sober.
You want to take shots?
No.
I can do that shit.
So I know that the first person didn't snitch. I had no worries there, of course, because we have been in situations sort of like this before, but not as serious.
But why the fuck would Matt snitch? Like, that's kind of my question.
Are we saying names here? Or
no, we can say Matt's name.
Okay,
he don't give a fuck.
What's Matt though?
I will repeat. He drove to school on mushrooms and acid.
And you drive to work drunk and high. So
we're cutting that out. We're not gonna say the name. We'll just call it the warehouse.
Whoa, you just simplified it now, you dipshit.
No.
Well, there's a million places that can have warehouses.
It could be.
Give or take.
It could be the blank warehouse, the blank warehouse, the blank warehouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
anyway.
We don't say what we do.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
They do drugs. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I know. Fuck, I don't even remember.
Something about this guy, about whatever.
Yeah. So I know he didn't snitch on me, and I'm like, all right. And I ended up being the last one that went down. So the second person, Matt, he goes down, and he hadn't said anything, and I was the third one to be called down. And by this point, the principal was pissed.
I would have been first.
Yeah. And I don't know why I wasn't first. I would have thought like
they're like, knowing this dumbass, his ass would probably.
Well, they didn't say shit. This dude was legit red-faced, almost sweaty, huffing and puffing because they didn't snitch. He knew that the
first 2 weren't going to say shit, so he wanted to get the hard ones over
and
with.
So he brought me in because, keep in mind, this was my first time in serious trouble. Not in serious shit, but serious trouble for it.
Yeah.
And so...
what's the difference, yo?
So, I had basically a clean track record.
Oh, well,
on paper.
Okay, that makes sense.
On paper.
That makes sense.
And so he brings me down, and he's thinking that he's going to intimidate me and like scare me into snitching, right? And he's talking all this shit, and he's legit leaning over the desk with both hands, like that, trying to like be over me and
he's
all
like,
that shit.
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, and he's like leaning over, and I told him, I'm like,
looking you in the eye and shit. I know you're
high.
He
said I was high at the time, and he said what were they? And I said, what was what? And he said,
you started playing the mind game.
Yeah, I was like, what was what, bro? And then he's like, I know y'all took shit in the bathroom. I need to figure out what it was. Y'all are getting in trouble anyway. All 3 of you are going down if I find out there's any more people that did. All this bullshit on and on.
Well, there's one of you and like 20 of us. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, and I'm like, and keep in mind, this kid, Matt, had previously tried to physically fist fight the principal in the library.
I mean, if I was ballsy, if I wasn't raised good like I am now, I probably would have dropped him in 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, and so
like, get the fuck out of
and so he's trying to intimidate me, and I'm just giving him bullshit answers, and he's like, who else was in there? And I'm like,
who are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck y'all. Anyway, So I
Bro,
decided.
I was just shitting. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And so I decided to play the fuck out of him, right? So what do I say? What do I tell him the medication was that we took in the bathroom?
It was
Oh, God.
prescriptionized.
So here's the thing. You have to realize that there's a difference between over-the-counter and prescription in school. If you get caught with over-the-counter, like any type of cold medicine, any pain relievers, any shit like that, that is in-school suspension.
Yeah, because you put the ticket straight to the nurse. You're not supposed to have it
Exactly.
on.
If you get caught with prescriptions in school and the nurse doesn't know about it, that is out-of-school suspension, if not, getting expelled. And so I told him that we had all taken, or that I had taken, Dayquil. Dayquil, those liquid gel capsules, and so I got in-school suspension. And I ended up having in-school suspension with Matt. And this kid, so it's my first day, you can't have your phone, none of that shit, you're not allowed to sleep, you have to be working.
Rip.
And look, imagine your closet. That's the size of this room, and the only window.
Which closet? I got two of them.
The smallest one.
Which one? They're both the same size.
Either one, bro. Take your pick. And so it's a room that size with 3 people crammed in it, and the only window is on the door, and it's covered by black construction paper, and it's all brick.
Ours was yellow.
And oh my God, bro. And it's like, it's fucking terrible. And he's sitting there just staring at you the whole time. And so anyway, this dude.
I would have been like, I'd take a picture, make it last longer.
Hey, but for the first time all day, he had gotten up the dude that was monitoring us or whatever the fuck. Yeah. He had gotten up. To go to the bathroom and left us alone. Usually when he did that, he brought in another teacher or the principal to sit with us.
Yeah, because you need a transfer teacher and teacher to watch the kids.
Exactly, and it makes sense. But this time he didn't, and he went to the bathroom, and this kid Matt turns around as soon as he leaves, and he goes, Psst, yo, bro. I was like,
wait until you hear this.
I was like, what? And he goes, bro, I got like a quarter in my bag right now.
This dude.
I was like, I started freaking the fuck out. I'm like, are you kidding me? We are in a closet-sized room, and you have over 7 grams of weed in your bag.
And it stinks.
And I'm like, they're going to start searching my shit too. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Because I had a bunch of, like, I think I had my dab pen that day, which was not good.
Well, yeah, because
a bunch of vape shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to get... Like, I wasn't the idiot that brought a bunch of weed to school. Like, I had shit that didn't smell. And so I'm like, oh my God. And he pulls it out of his bag, bro. It's literally, like the pocket by the cup holder, the little zipper part. It was in that. And he takes it out, and it's like fucking 4 times wrapped in a Ziploc, which if you know anything about weed, that don't do shit.
You need a smell proof.
And he pulls out, he's like, look, bro. And I'm like... I didn't say you were lying, bro. Put that back. I like, dude just went to the bathroom real quick. And I'm like, yo, stuff that back. Listen, I don't know how he didn't get caught. I don't know how we didn't get searched. Dude didn't say shit about it, but...
Did it stink up the whole room?
Bro, I surprisingly, it did not. It must have been not very good weed. Because I think I might have been getting paranoid, like kind of convincing myself that I was smelling it, or maybe,
They're probably contact time.
Type of shit. I'm just like, oh God. And, I'm
Are you sure it was weed? Not some fucking...
No, it was definitely some weed. But, yeah, so that was not good. And then...
some hypnotized bullshit.
Yeah. The only other eventful thing that happened in my first in-school suspension was at the very end of the day, the dude walks us to the door, and like at the last 3 minutes before the bell rings, and he stands there with us, and then he like releases us through the door, makes sure we don't walk through like any part of the school. Mm-hmm. And so we're standing there for a few minutes, and it's kind of awkward because we're not saying anything. And he eventually looks over at me and he goes, so what did you get suspended for? And I looked at him and I said, I snorted pills in the bathroom. And he just like looked at me and completely emotionless, just looked at me and then looked away out the window, and he didn't say another word to me. He didn't even tell me to go. I just left when the bell rang because he didn't say another word.
Because they can't hold you back after the bell.
I was like, well, like the next 2 days are gonna be fun.
He's like, you dumbass.
But he wasn't expecting that because most kids that get suspended, you know, they're talking back to the teacher. They won't give their phone to the teacher when they ask for it. They're yelling or, you know, they're disrupting or they're fighting slightly, you know, not something serious.
See, I was a good kid. I got suspended and I just gave up my shit and just took a nap. Even though I wasn't supposed to, I still did though. Because I got more work done.
Man, they wake you up. They wake you the fuck up.
Nah,
you had to sit there and you either had to do your work or stare at the bricks for 8 hours. That's what the fuck you had to do.
We played one of these mind games with the teacher. We drew eyeballs on our eyelids, so we took a nap. And it makes it look like we're up.
But the thing is, that's not even going to fool anybody.
Well, no. You're supposed to blink. He tried it.
Dumb as fuck.
He tried it, and then he got caught. But me, I can legit sleep my eyes open.
Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean where he does that? He's sitting like...
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
He's sitting with...
Yeah, he's in his chair like this, and then he just went...
Yeah, I know, he just opens his eyes.
That's the funniest... Okay, look, off topic, but that movie was funny.
Okay, we need to talk about this movie for a second.
Sunday, changing subject, movie time.
Yeah,
let's go.
This was a large part of my childhood and might have been the best part of my childhood. Because I didn't have the best one. And
neither did I.
You know what? Pirates of the Caribbean was there for me.
Pirates of the Caribbean, robots.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Now we're getting to the OG.
If y'all kids are listening to this,
did you ever watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Yes.
Come on, Double D.
Yeah, with the plank of wood with the face drawn.
Yeah.
Come on, Double D. Let me get another number.
Yeah, you did the voice good, bro.
Yeah, I practiced that.
Bro, have you ever heard the dude that we were talking about in the warehouse before at the end of our line? Have you ever heard him imitate Dale Gribble from King of the Hill?
He's a good at it.
Bro, his voice, because you know that funny voice he does, bro? Like, it's so fucking close to it already. He only has to change it just a tiny bit to get it there. I think
at our job, we got... at our inbound, we got good stuff. We got good people.
We're transferring her over as soon as we get a place.
I already know it's gonna be better, but
it's not gonna be better. Let's just say that
she's gonna have the thing about our shift is you can have as many hours as you want.
Yeah,
pretty much because
with us we can get like the bare minimum.
Yeah,
That's why you're not making as much bank as we are.
Exactly.
I mean, most of my bank goes to rent.
Hey,
I might take $150 a month.
Hey, you saw that little check though that I showed you the other day.
I told my dad about that. He was like, "Hey, yo, you trying to do that shit?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm already signed up for that." So I talked to the high manager about it. He said, "Yeah, we want to teach you on how to do this, and then we're gonna get you full time." I'm like, "Bet."
Nice. Well, I told you, my friend that was in the music video. We're getting him there too, so it's gonna be. We were talking about it this morning. Actually, we're like the whole squad's gonna be here, bro. Like the whole fucking gang is here.
It's gonna be a little dangerous.
Bro, will he be living there too, or is it just gonna be y'all two plus me?
Oh, you mean at the location?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. We gotta figure out all the details.
That's what I'm just trying to do before I finalize everything.
He is not going to be ready to leave his house for probably 6 months.
Living with his parents still?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because he's still young.
So here, I was actually talking to him about this the other day. I told him because I was trying to get him to move out with us because I'm like,
I already got my own place. The only thing I need to do is just sign the lease.
Yeah.
Tell the landlord that I'm gonna be moving out.
I mean, because
at
that point we had no plan, and the
reason why I'm not telling anybody about it right now is because I don't know every detail that we need to know.
We're gonna need time on that.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is,
what we have, right? Nothing but time.
That's what I'm saying, man. Because here's the thing. I mean, I don't want it to be a very long timeline. I would like to have it as short as possible, of course.
I think the maximum is gonna hold out for about depending on how aggressive you are towards them. Like if you're like really enthused about it, like if you're really trying to get it, it should take no more than a few months.
So he's definitely It's that's why we're talking about this on the podcast.
I don't care.
All they need to know is there's big moves coming.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is our first podcast, y'all. We're just winging it right now. We don't know what topics we're gonna talk about. We're just talking about life right now.
We got music on the way and a clothing line that we are going to make Devin savvy to as we continue this brand.
Who?
You.
What'd you say the last name was? The Savvy 2?
No, I just said Devin.
Oh, I think you said...
I know. I said we're going to make you savvy to the information on our brand. Because now, as far as I'm concerned, you're on the first podcast, bro. You are now a pioneer in one part of
all three of us are, actually.
Exactly.
Don't forget
all
her.
3 of us, yeah. Oh, she's been part of
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
And I'm glad that you could join. Also, I wanted to let you know, I talked to Kyle today, and he was busy today. He has some shit to do before work.
Right.
But he said definitely next week he's coming over for a fucking episode.
I'm down.
So we'll have him over here too.
This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so we'll have
max people we're having is 4.
Yeah.
That's the max people.
No more than 4.
To be honest, we don't have any more friends in this. When he steps,
what are friends in COVID-19 2021?
When he steps into this room, this is going to be my entire friend group, all in one.
Yeah, because we're the only one who hangs out off of work and everything. Because all of us are around the same age.
Yeah.
Besides,
and we have, bro, like. I feel like it's a very cool dynamic for the podcast.
Yeah, because we got nothing else to do besides work, sleep, repeat.
Exactly. We have a lot of the same experiences and a lot of different experiences too. So it's like we have.
We're our own different breed. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Like.
Pretty much.
She's smart. You're stupid. I'm all the above. All right.
You're from Virginia.
I'm from.
That's all that needs to be said.
Dude, you haven't heard.
You're street smart.
You haven't heard on where I've been. I moved different places because my mom was.
Why did you move so much?
My mom was in the army for 15 years.
Really? What did she do?
She did become one of them. I don't know the specific MOS, but. It was working on boats, like welding them, make sure everything's tip-top shape.
Okay.
But then she moved up because as soon as she went to high school, she joined ROTC or ROJOTC, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So now she's taking care of us. You know, if I have problems, paying my rent and everything, she'll help pitch in. Then I just owe them back later.
Uh-huh. This is your blood mother?
Yeah.
That's in Virginia?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know my biological father. I can tell you that right now.
Okay. So it's your stepdad and then your biological mother? Okay.
Yeah. But my stepdad right now, I don't know. I'll call him my biological father because he's been there ever since I was born.
Right. Lindsay can kind of relate.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, like, me and my mom, we originally had, like, a good relationship, but then, like,
shit went south.
Yeah, I don't know what really changed.
She kicked us out over something.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you were telling me.
Exactly. Like, it was, like, I don't know why she just doesn't trust me anymore. I don't really care anymore.
Well, I'm going to tell you how I look at it. It's because you're older now. You're like, what are you, 18, 19?
19.
So, they put more responsibility on you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think y'all lived the life I did. I got kicked. My dad made me go outside 8 in the morning to, like, 10 at night.
We've always found a way to have a roof somehow.
Trust me. I always had a roof under my head, no matter what. Clothes on my back, food to eat, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But when I wake up, since I barely went to school, I wake up around 7:30, get ready for the day. By the time 8 o'clock hits, I'm walking out the house. He doesn't care where I went. The main focus is to feel what the world's actually like.
Yeah.
And put applications in to get a job to start making money. But I didn't take full advantage of that. So then my dad just kicked me out because he was tired of all the BS and crap.
So he thought you were lazy. And
I didn't feel like. Yeah. So then I moved in with my neighbor for like a few months.
Did he know that you moved in with your neighbor?
Yeah.
Did he tell you what he thought about that?
He was kind of pissed. But water under the bridge for that. But what I did was 8 to 10, almost like 12 hours, well, around 14 hours straight outside doing whatever. Doing applications, sending them pictures and everything.
Criminal activity?
No. I actually went to my friend's house and chilled, played Xbox, did some cool crap. That actually what made me go outside even more, to venture out in the woods.
Yeah.
Here's a crazy story about going in the woods. It was like, in Virginia, we get, like, if we do get snow, it's heavy. It's really cold. So, one winter, I think it was in this middle of January, I think.
So it was cold.
Yeah.
Fucking freezing.
It froze the whole lake up. Let's just say that.
Froze your tits, bro.
I was bundled up.
Both nipples were frozen solid.
Nah, I was stupid when I was a kid. When it was snowing, I used to wear what I'm wearing right now in the snow, playing basketball and everything. But me and him bundled up. You know, me and him got our survival bags up. Like we had like a pickaxe. This dude had a shovel and a pickaxe combined in his pocket. We had our pocket knives. We had survival tools out, making fires and stuff. And we legit would just bury a hole, make a fire, and record and everything.
Yeah.
But what we did was we walked across this lake. And this dumbass thought it was a good idea to take the pickaxe and hit the ice.
No.
Oh, motherfucker.
No, don't go out on ice with nobody like that.
I would not be fucking.
I didn't know he was going to do it. I was just exploring. I was just looking around, you know, just enjoying the weather, you know, and just sitting down, chilling on the ice, see how strong it was. It was pretty strong. It has to hold both of us together because both of us combined were like 300. Because he was like 150 or so much I am right now.
Yeah.
He's around 300 pounds actually can hold us. So then he thought it was a good idea to pick it. All you hear is cracks shoot up across the lake. You can actually hear the echo. We looked at I looked at him like, you dumbass. Then he's like, what? It's fine. So he started chipping at it. I'm like, So next thing you know, right next to us, I hear doom. We looked. Big ass circle. We hauled ass to land. It was a crazy shit. Next thing you know, we were like 2 hours away, walking distance from our neighborhood.
Oh my god.
So then,
man,
what we did was we hit the woods. We went around. Then we entered his backyard.
Yeah.
Because he was a woods expert, and I just joined him. So we did a lot of exploring. We found some really like pre-war medical bottles.
really?
It was like these brown. It was like these really dark brown bottles because there was all dirt inside of them and stuff because they were buried under. So we cleaned them out. It was like some kind of souvenir that he brought in. Then we have these old school milk bottles, like the old fancy glass milk bottles and stuff. We found those too.
They have anything in them?
Then we found car parts that we thought were really cool. It was to a 1970 Camaro.
You want to talk about the dead body that we found?
Was it a skeleton or was it legit?
Skeleton.
Oh, well.
What? When?
We found a whole ass deer.
It was like when we were still on fucking butt crack, East Liverpool. We were on the railroad tracks and we were like graffitiing the brick wall and we were walking down and then we saw
Okay, that was in West Virginia. We went to this park. So the premise behind the story is my car, the wheel, like the ball joint in it and the axle and all that snapped while we were in Hudson, which is about 2 hours away from where we lived in East Liverpool. We had moved out right after we graduated. We moved to East Liverpool, which is a shit ass
neighborhood area.
It's
terrible,
absolutely
terrible. They don't have a road department. We went and saw the road department building. It's from like the 1800s and it's condemned. There's potholes everywhere. You need a four-wheeler to get through most of the neighborhoods. Anyway.
You got 2 feet.
You have to get like an alignment like at least 4 times.
Yeah, these people fuck up their cars constantly. Everyone has the squeaky ball joints or ball bearings when they're driving. You hear them as they turn. Everyone's got that.
The only thing that's wrong with my car is the damn rusted muffler bullshit.
But anyway, so mine had been squeaking for a while, and I didn't want to deal with it. We had no money. We were on our own up there. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And we were just getting high, drunk all the time, and I just wasn't thinking about it. Just turn the music up loud and we'll keep driving. And eventually we were out in Hudson because we were door dashing for extra money, and they tip good in Hudson, believe it or not.
Yeah, like
and
$5-6.
Yeah, well, we got
shit. When I did,
because that's a rich neighborhood.
When I did grub hub in Canton,
yeah,
I got paid. I got a tip, like a $50 bill.
We got some big ones sometimes, but yeah, we were out there door dashing because they had the good tips, and it was late at night. We had just smoked in the car, and we were heading back, and we're going around a curve at 45, and it snaps. And the the tire does a 180, and we go halfway off the road, and we have so many drugs in the car. Literally, we looked at each other before we even asked each other if we were okay. We both jumped out of the car and started throwing everything into the woods because we weren't gonna call the police, but we knew people driving past would be like, oh, we want to be helpful and call the police.
Oh yeah.
But when you don't want them to, and so we dished everything, and then no sooner the cops show up, they made us tow it down the road into a parking lot.
We had a ride in the back of a cop car.
And she almost searched my pockets because I kept the necessities on me, and we dumped the rest. There is certain things in the car that I could not throw in the woods.
Anything that I need to know about?
I know, and she's like, anything sharp, anything we need to know about in your pockets before you get in.
They're really secure about it. They're they don't want to try to get any psychopaths in their car without knowing them personally.
Which is understandable. It was just very inconvenient.
Yeah, don't get pat down.
Yeah.
Don't get pat down. It's weird.
Because at that time it was very inconvenient. And then we couldn't pay the tow truck driver because my Venmo wasn't working. I couldn't cash out my Venmo to my bank account. The cop hot-spotted me with her phone. Still didn't work. We had to overdraw the account. We had to pay partly in cash what I had on me.
Then I had to use my dad's AAA.
Yeah, then we had to use her real dad's AAA, not her stepdad's.
Hey, but he had premium AAA. We got a whole 2-hour ride out of it.
For free, and we rode in the cab with the truck driver. He stopped at a truck stop.
He didn't have to take us.
No, he didn't, because by law he could have left us there. But he even took us to a truck stop, let us pee. He even offered to get us drinks
and food.
So it was...
Damn, y'all are fat. What the fuck? It's
we didn't ask for it. He offered. He was fat. Honestly, he was the fat one.
He was
and y'all took up on
yeah, he was telling us all the stories about how he's been to jail, how...
He got a DUI, bro, and now he's driving trucks. I was
well, yeah, because that's what jail does. That's why my life changed, because I've hit rock bottom before, I hit rock bottom. I know how it feels. If I seen y'all on the side of the road, man, I would have picked y'all up sooner.
Bro, me and Lindsay, to be completely honest, we did hit rock bottom in East Liverpool, but we had a backup. Fortunately, my parents stepped in and let me come back home.
Well, yeah, because parents ain't gonna be dicks. Some parents are they're severe dicks, but for the most part, my parents, when I hit rock bottom. When I was living with my, after I got kicked out of my neighbor's house.
Well, I wonder if it'll keep going.
It's going to keep going. It keeps going until...
Because I put it at 2,000
and
maxed it out.
Well, the reason why it's not going to...
Okay, besides the point.
Well, I'm just telling you how it works. Because I've seen more do this plenty of times.
Will it, if it keeps going?
The reason, it's going to keep going. Okay. The one way you can tell it stopped, if that stopped, or if you put the bar limit up to... What'd you put, 2,000?
Well, it maxed out at 2K when I...
well, then that's probably the limit you could set it at, but it's probably going to keep going after that. I don't think we're going to take that many bars. Yeah. Are we?
Well, I mean, if we do keep going...
y'all got to leave here for,
what time? Oh, it's already 3:12. Damn, bro. Shit, well...
We're about to cut this short.
I think it was a good podcast.
It was a good episode.
Really
I ain't gonna lie.
Really good for a first one, and plus I'm gonna edit it up and all that shit, make the audio all crisp and all that. Listen to
crispy like a piece of bacon.
Well, and then we got to figure out some graphics so we can post it on YouTube.
We can just take it one.
A logo and
we can just figure it out one step at a time. Honestly, just stick with this.
Because it's gonna take.
We already came up with a name for it.
Need the name. What's the name?
So the name that he came up with was Young X, which is a very good name, but does it reflect a group, though? Because I feel like Young X sounds like an individual rather than a group.
We're young. All of us are young.
Is there any way we could make it plural? How do you say
Young's X. Or Young X.
Or Youngins.
Younglings. There you go. Don't do that.
That's definitely an artist name already.
Well, of course it's going to be that, because all the good names are taken.
We can, because
here's that's the beauty about us, though, because we're creative.
See, so our clothing brand and the title that we release music under is Cool Kids, it's all capital, it's cool, and then K1DDS, because that's in both of our names.
Yes.
So it could always
Not
be
my name. What
put
the
at
hell?
What's your name? Well, you don't even
Which
have
one
a
you
rapper
want?
name.
Which one you want?
You release music?
I don't release the music, but I got
He's
two.
not really
I got
done
two.
yet, but I already got two locked and loaded, bro.
Well, I got two nicknames.
What?
One from playing football and basketball.
Let me guess. One's D Money.
No, I mean one of them was. That's what my dad called me. But the second one is Young Bull.
All right.
And then the other one was Sharkboard, because you see my hair when I was dyed blue.
Ah, yeah. When I first started, his hair was blue. I remember
Maury
that.
called me Sharkbot.
Bro, we can do that because we can always come back. I mean, even if we end this right now, we can always come back when we come over the next time and record an intro for it and
You
say
can
our
always
names,
put, like, Cool
say the
Kids
name
and,
of the
like, Shark Bar or
podcast.
whatever.
Well, we can say Cool Kids Presents and then say
Then
the title
our rapper
of the podcast.
names, then our rapper names or our street names
Oh,
or whatever.
Yeah. We could just go by the rapper names. We could do a Cool Kids Presents and then, featuring, and then we'll say all
Or
of the
our Cool
rapper
Kids
names.
Presents life story or whatever.
Yeah, we could.
Then featuring Young Bull, whatever yours
AKA
is.
Kid X
Yeah.
and then Space Kid.
Yeah. Then whatever his name is.
Yeah, and then Kyle. We're gonna have to. Maybe we'll just say at
Hoffman.
Hoffman 8126.
At Kylie.
At 8126.
No, screw the number bull crap, yo.
No,
Let's
but I
just
got
do
it memorized because I put him in the
Googly
music.
eyes.
We should call him that one thing from what's that? Fuck. What is it? The Star Wars. Have you seen the new Star Wars? Not the newest one. It's like the 2012 version, where it's like Han Solo's
I think I did. My brother was so into Star Wars. I'll probably
Hold on.
see
Tell me
every
about that
single
little
one.
like penguin thing.
No. What is it?
I don't watch Star Wars.
No, that's why I don't know the names.
I saw them
I just
briefly
feel like-
because my brother was obsessed with
Like
it for
there's
a period
just
of
so
time.
many of them, and I feel like you have to like watch them in a certain order to understand what the fuck is going on.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I need like a lot of like
And
background story.
that
Like I
is-
need more. Like I need more context. I need more explanations.
I got you. Hold on.
Kind of like the whole Marvel thing. Like you have to watch all of them in a certain order to understand what the fuck is going on.
Because it's
'Cause,
Marvel Universe.
Like
It all connects
okay.
in some way or another.
Exactly. Like say that you wanted to watch like I don't know, the
Ant-Man.
Doctor's that Ant-Man and Wasp movie.
I wouldn't watch number 2 first.
Say that you wanted to watch that, and then after that you wanted to watch like that Thor Ragnarok. Like you would not get the complete like.
Because they
You
cross
would-
them over.
Exactly, you wouldn't get the timeline in that because you wouldn't understand what the fuck is going on.
You gotta be rocking with it since day one.
Exactly. That's why you have to like watch all of them in an order, and I'm not really like fucking with that. Oh,
We'll
dear
put that. We'll
God.
put that on screen when. Okay, and for the record, it does keep going.
Yeah, like I said.
Like
Keeps going.
Yes, like he said.
Like he said.
What the question is, but that keep going is the question.
Yes.
I think yes.
So I'm right. Pay up, motherfucker. I'm right. Place a bet on this, right?
Bet on shit. We bet if you were right, you were gonna chug a beer before we leave.
Shit. That's comment. Yeah, I'll be screenshot and send it to you. So here you go.
It's funny because you've actually seen Kyle since you just watched the music video.
Yeah.
So therefore, his opinion is more than valid.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck what y'all two say. I don't give a fuck. My
It's
opinion
fresh
matters.
in his mind, and I'm taking.
It's not my opinion. It's the facts.
I've seen this kid every day for 4 years, but I will take your word for it. All right, this has been whatever we decide to call this fucking episode.
I did.
podcast.
This is say our freestyle episode 1 freestyle.
Now
first
Devin
episode.
will perform a 3-minute straight freestyle.
No, I
before
would
we
not.
end.
Not yet. At
We-
least. See, I can spit. I just can't come up with my own lyrics. This is say that.
But I got you. I came up with the reference, bro. I gotta bounce you that before.
That's gonna be in a later episode, and probably in our first.
collab coming soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see here. Blue Skies album drops June 18th.
Yep.
Let me see here. 13 Days album drops June 18th as well.
Got a rep.
Yeah, I'll keep track of this.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think that's it.
Yeah. All right.
All
See
right.
you guys in the next episode.
Yes,
Catch
sir.
you later. Peace.